Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
I would say forget what companies are looking for. I would say to anybody listening to this, think about what you want. Can you break the barrier of saying कि इस लाइन में कंपनी आई, मेरा कहाँ पे लग गया, वहां जाके करता हूँ, but rather think what interests you, what kind of company do you want to work for.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode. We've been talking to a lot of founders, CEOs, people who are doing very interesting things, people who are running their own gigs as well in our series. And today we've got someone very interesting. We've got Harpreet Singh Grover, IIT grad, startup founder who's sold off his startup at a very good price, and now he's also an angel investor in a lot of interesting companies. So we are going to talk about his journey, we are going to talk about his learnings, and we're also going to talk about this interesting book that he's written to shorten the learning curve for a lot of aspiring budding entrepreneurs in the world. Harpreet, thanks a lot for doing this with us here.
Yeah, absolutely pleasure यार. मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि even after 15 years after graduation, the first thing that comes while introducing is IIT grad. So for good or bad, that never goes away, irrespective of what you do in life.
That brings me to the first question actually. Harpreet, let's go back to the IIT Bombay campus. Let's go back to your hostel room. Your hostel mate is someone who eventually became your co-founder. So
roommate, yeah.
Take us through that journey.
So yeah, when we got selected in IIT Bombay, they said कि इस दिन आ जाओ, you have to share a room with somebody, so why not you come on this date? And I thought मैं 2-3 दिन पहले चले जाता हूँ, अच्छा वाला bed ले लूँगा, I'll take the better bed. And I reached there 2-3 days in advance, and Vibhor was already there, who had taken the best bed by the door. So that has set the equation for how we have behaved with each other over the next 20 years. He's always one step ahead. But the 5 years actually told us that we could be with each other. We had a lot of fights, without doubt. He had a bike, I didn't have one. I was taken by skidded, light टूट जाएगी, bike टूट जाएगी, 10,000 का खर्चा हो जाएगा. And we would still get over it. My girlfriend would write me a letter, he would read it, and then we would get into a fight. So, we knew that we could get over fights.
Right.
And, I think that was great. The other thing was, we had complementary skills. He loved programming. I loved talking to people, operation, strategy, all of those things. And that were complementary skills that we had.
Harpreet, a lot of people dream of starting out companies with their college roommates and their college best friends. More often than not, it doesn't happen. More often than not, it's not even a bad thing that it doesn't happen, because more beyond that chemistry and that deep friendship, there isn't synergy or a match of values that can help build business. How do you figure out that ये सिर्फ एक दोस्ती नहीं है, there can be something productive that we can build together? How do you ensure that you are thinking the right way and not getting swayed by emotion when you're making a decision?
I think you said the right thing already. Don't be swayed by emotion. Though actually, starting a company is a very emotional decision also. It's not a practical decision to leave what you have been told in India कि आप 10th में अच्छे मार्क्स लेके आओ, 12th में अच्छे मार्क्स ले आओ, अच्छे कॉलेज में जाओ, अच्छी जॉब लो, फिर पूरी जिंदगी नौकरी करो. That has been a story for a long time. That was definitely the story when I got into college in 2000. So emotions are important, but the choice of your co-founder, do not go only by your gut कि यार ठीक लग रहा है कि ये मेरा दोस्त है, मैं दोस्त के साथ करूंगा. Go one layer deeper. Talk to each other कि यार तू क्या करेगा, मैं क्या करूंगा, ठीक है, फिर ये बाकी की चीज बची हुई है, ये कौन करेगा. Have these conversations around who will do what, how will we do it. That is one. The second is, if you really want to do it, do not think of it as, oh, I'm doing a big thing and I want to start a company. Why don't you start doing a project?
Right.
Yeah. You start off, think of it as a project, work for a few months on it together and see how it goes. And then you will know.
Harpreet, how did you guys get into that journey? So what happened at IIT Bombay that you guys decided that, CoCubes is something that you want to go towards? You founded a company before that as well. So what was that journey like?
I actually gave my final interview. I got selected in a company called Inductus. After they selected me, they told me, hey, you had the highest score in 5 years that we have seen. So तुमको तो question पहले से पता होंगे. So I said, no, I didn't know that. And they said, then तुम बेवकूफ हो because हमने तो last year वाले question पूछे थे. You know, so you know, I went across and compiled all my batchmates' experiences across years, and that became Be Prepared in a website. It was like a freelancing kind of a gig that I did. Vibhor, meanwhile, actually worked in a startup in IIT. He also then was a co-founder at Baba Jobs. In IIT with my civil engineering batchmates, Vibhor was in electrical, I was in civil engineering. You know, I started to think of a company to make a juicer which will make fresh juice. There was no fresh juice brand in India. Figured out I didn't like it, so I dropped it. And then Vibhor got a job in Microsoft Research. I got a job in Inductive. We went our own ways. Yeah. This was there till my mother called me one day and she said, "Beta, this uncle wants to meet you." And I said, "I don't want to meet the uncle. No, who wants to meet Rishtedars in India? No." So, but he said, he's on his way to your office. He will come. So he came to my office and he said, "Beta, I want to meet your HR." And I said, "Why do you want to meet my HR?" And he said, "I want to invite him over to my college. I'm a placement officer there." And I got him a meeting. He met and he left. After a few months, I met him at a family function. I said, "Uncle, kya hua?" He said, "Beta, we go to Delhi, Bombay, Chennai, everywhere. We ask everybody to come and hire. Everybody says they will come. Nobody comes."
Right.
So I went to my HR and he said, "Harpreet, there are so many colleges in India. We don't know where to go to hire. If I go to your uncle's college, it is 500 kilometers away. If I'm unable to hire, I will get fired." This was the genesis of CoCubes, the name which comes from first two letters of three words connecting colleges and companies. CO cross CO cross CO is CoCubes. I called Vibhor. We had other ideas, you know. We discussed. Then we discussed for a few months actually. Then he vanished. Then I actually thought कि ये नहीं आएगा. He was in the US at that point in time in Redmond, and he vanished. And you know, I would send him. There were no mobiles, right? There were mobiles, but there was no instant communication. So you know, I would make an international call. He would not pick up. Then I thought ये नहीं चालू करेगा. Then you know, one fine day he actually calls to say, "I'm landing in India tomorrow morning. I have quit my job. तू भी छोड़ दे." So actually, you know, for all the doubts I had, he was the first one to leave his job. And he landed, and you know, that's when we started the company. The reason we chose CoCubes was because we understood the problem. We had gone through the same journey, but we had companies coming to us. We thought we could get companies to come to other colleges also. So, and it had a social element to it. कि यार ये करेंगे तो अच्छी चीज लग रही है, ना लोगों को फायदा होगा. And those were the reasons we started CoCubes in the first place. Actually, if you ask me, it was a bad choice because it was in education, which nobody wanted to fund. It was in HR, which nobody wanted to fund. And campus hiring is a very niche market, not a very big market. There have been hundreds of startups in campus hiring. None of them have scaled so far. So, you know, it was an idea which we did out of passion, but it was also not the idea we did because of market size. It was an emotional decision.
Right. Harpreet, in this journey of 10 years at CoCubes, was there a period when you would look at your batchmates who I'm sure went on to become investment bankers and you know, a lot of really swanky lifestyles they would have had. They would have gone to New York much before you probably for some company thing. Did you feel jealous, or did you ever doubt your decision to become an entrepreneur and not take that route?
There were definitely times of doubt.
Right.
But we were enjoying what we were doing for a large part of time. Definitely first 5 years. Then things got harder because we couldn't raise more money. We had about 120, 130 people in the company. We had to let go of 60-70% of the people. We had to let go of the fancy office, move to another small place. So things got very hard. You know, to the point that you felt like quitting every day. You know, and then you went to the ATM, you wanted to withdraw 2,000 rupees, but the ATM tells you insufficient balance. You haven't taken a vacation in the last 3-4 years. You now are married. You are still maybe taking some money from your parents for your monthly needs. So it is not a good place to be in. You know, you don't feel happy about that place, but I think we were always happy about the experiences we had had. We knew that we had matured as individuals. We knew we had skilled ourselves much more, but we did wish we had money at that point in time. So, you know, but wishing doesn't help. So the only thing that could help is put your head back, focus again, build the company again, build it to a profitable company. And thankfully, we were fortunate enough to get the right guidance at that point in time to do that.
Right.
And we got out of it. But I think we should do what is right for the customer, what is right for that market. You've picked an idea. Now your customer needs to pay you enough money for you to sustain the idea. If you're taking external funding, the market needs to be large enough to sustain that funding so that you can give a return back to the venture capital person who has put in money.
Right.
And then if at some point you get a good offer, you have to evaluate that offer.
Right. Harpreet, take us to the moment when you realized that someone was interested in buying your company.
By the time somebody showed interest to buy the company, we knew also that interest also doesn't mean anything. We had come to the realization कि जिस दिन पैसा बैंक में आएगा उस दिन कुछ हो गया होगा. Yeah.
Right.
So we did not actually get swayed by it. We said we are building a company. We have just gone through a tough time. So let's continue building the company. और इसको देखते हैं क्या होता है. So we were a little less emotionally attached to that conversation. So actually this conversation happened in a coffee shop. One person, that we were talking to in Aeon said, would you be interested in something else other than a partnership? We both knew what he was talking about.
Right.
But that was the initial conversation in a coffee shop in Cyber City in Gurgaon that, got this ball rolling. It took 2.5 years from that moment for the actual money to come in the bank.
Right.
A lot of times it didn't happen. A lot in between, we also said, no, we don't want to do the deal. Thank you so much. This is wasting our time. The reason we could do that is because we had a plan B.
Right.
The plan B was we'll run a company profitably. It is doing well. It is growing 50% year on year. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
I wanted to understand from you, Harpreet, and you've interacted with companies so regularly to understand what is it that they are looking for. What do you think are the things that companies look for, and how do you think the kids today can match up to that?
It's actually very sad in the sense of companies rely on an assessment test which checks for aptitude to hire you in most cases, or to filter people down,
Right.
because there are so many applicants and so few jobs. They might use a psychometric test, but genuinely it doesn't tell them much. It tells them a little. But your interview matters a lot more. People know how to game psychometric tests. If you
Right.
went to IIM and don't know how to game psychometric tests, well, yeah. So I would say forget what companies are looking for. I would say to anybody listening to this, think about what you want. Can you break the barrier of saying कि इस line में company आई, मेरा कहाँ पे लग गया, वहाँ जाके करता हूँ. But rather think what interests you, what kind of company do you want to work for? What kind of culture do you want in the company you work for? What kind of work do you see yourself doing every day? Where do you want to be 5 years down the line? Then go and apply for that company, write a personalized note and get that job.
Interesting. Harpreet, I want to go a little deeper on the assessments bit. Like, what do the top companies get right about their assessments? So, which are the assessments that you've seen pass through your company that you thought that this is the way to assess?
So I think you need to use aptitude to reject people who won't have the IQ to do the job.
Right.
That I think is important, right? Because different jobs require different IQ levels. Hence, you need to customize the test. You can reject people who might not be able to do the job. Yeah, if your job involves numbers, you need somebody who can do numbers well. Otherwise an artist can't do a numbers job. Yeah.
Right.
So I think that is an important bit. The other important bit, then actually one on saying what the company shouldn't do. I think all companies should abolish group discussions, right? Because group discussions are just plain stupid. This is not how real life behaves. That you have 5 minutes, why don't you present your case? This is not the way it works, and there's a great book called, I think, Silence, which says that the progress of the world depends on introverts, because they actually are not spending their time and wasting their time talking to people. They're thinking and doing something productive with it. So introverts can just get left out in GDs, and introverts might just be a great fit for the job role you're hiring. So GDs, I think, are just a waste of time.
Right.
The thing that companies could get right or should do right is actually ask a detailed questionnaire, so that only people who are genuinely interested in the job fill it, and then you take out the time to read him and decide, you know more about the person, and then you can ask questions which really matter.
One is living that experience, living that life of an entrepreneur. The other is actually articulating it, documenting it, putting it out there for others to learn from it. What was that experience like for you, and what did you gain from that experience?
Writing the book was a great experience. It helped me leave CoCubes behind, even mentally, fully, because now I have it all in a book. You can do it without a sheet of paper also, but giving it symbolism, definitely helped me. I think it was a beautiful experience. It was, I would say, our book अच्छी कर रही है, तो we are actually 64 on top in the Nielsen report on top 100 books in India. Yeah, this includes all academic books, ABCD, all of that. So I think this is great. We have sold like 7,000 copies in the first 10-12 days. We're getting good reviews, and so I'm happy and more happier that now we wrote the book.
You got a company acquired. You made a decent amount of money for which you're sorted now.
Yeah.
You sought a certain amount of fame. You sold 10,000 copies of a book. You're listed on Amazon now. You're listed in the Nielsen report. A certain amount of fame has also come in. So you sought adventure as well, and you went mountaineering, climbed some of the highest mountains in the world. Now, what is it that you're seeking, and how are you going to plan your next move from here?
Two things that come to my mind on the basis of which I will make the choice whenever I make it. One is, in general, we decide what we want to do, and then we plan the quality of life around it.
Right.
You decide to take a job in McKinsey. McKinsey posts you in Gurgaon. Then you figure out वहाँ क्या करेंगे, कहाँ रहेंगे, दिल्ली की हवा साफ है कि नहीं है, all of that. So I want to make a choice of what kind of life I want, and then what can I do by living in that life. Yeah, that's one. The second thing that I've learned is, I have a 5-year-old daughter. My understanding, kids remain happy. One of the things I think they remain happy is because they keep learning and exploring and seeing, they push themselves and they are better every day. So whatever I do, I want to be better every day. My father told me a line which has stayed with me all these years. It says, that he told me, you should say to yourself that day by day, in every way, I am getting better and better. I think it's a beautiful line. It's a simple line. I think as we continue learning, you can continue to have a passion in life that is important for you. That keeps you happy. You wake up in the morning, you want to do that. So that's what I'm looking for. A life that I want to live and keep learning every day. Now this could take in any direction, writing another book, opening another company, maybe not doing anything at all. So we will see.
Harpreet, the journey that you've undertaken and the kind of things that you've done, the kind of risks you've taken and the kind of effort you've put in, you've earned that right, and that is why you're here, where you have a buffet of choices to choose from, and you're looking at that perfect choice that's going to give you a life that you prefer. So thank you so much, Harpreet, for doing this with us. I think we enjoyed a lot, and our students will learn a lot from your journey and get a lot of inspiration. One of the things that you mentioned towards the end about getting better every single day is again something that we completely resonate with and we talk often about on our platform. So thank you so much, Harpreet, for giving us that perspective and being a living example of the things that you've talked about. I hope your book does well, and I'd love to know what you do next.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Hello, and take care, everyone. All the best in whatever you do.
Hi guys, Inside IIM has come up with an exciting new one-on-one mentorship product where you get to interact with superstar managers from different businesses, different functions. You can ask them everything around your career, your education, your future success. If you are interested, the link is in the description below. Thanks.